Hi everybody, this video is going to talk about the next installment of the Grade 6 Estimation 180 Toolkit. There's three things that I want to highlight in this installment that I really think you and your students are going to love. Before we dive into this installment, I want to review what's currently in the Grade 6 Toolkit, and that is a geometry task that relates to area. Students are tasked with estimating the amount of square inch tiles that can fit inside of a rectangular area, and then it just continues to build on that. So once students see the video reveal of how many square inch tiles fit in that rectangular area, they go on to future extensions, which include finding the area of certain polygons that are in the shape of T, L, and Z, as well as other polygons like pentagons, hexagons, octagons. And what they do in those tasks is they have to use what they know about the area of a triangle around those certain polygons to subtract that area, or they could break the polygons into shapes that they recognize. With the latest installment of ratios and proportional relationships, our focus is ratios. So the three things I want to talk to you about are the ratios, the counters, and the games. This series of tasks relates to the red and yellow counters. What I love about these counters is that we can use them here with ratios, but we're also going to use them in future tasks related to integers. Students start by estimating the amount of counters inside of a little container, and then they move on to estimating the amount of counters inside of a larger container. In the video reveals, I sort those counters into red counters and yellow counters so that we can have the conversation about ratios. We also talk about how we simplify those ratios, and we visually get to see what a reduced ratio looks like. The last two parts of this series of tasks are my favorites. So students need to estimate the amount of counters they'll need to form a pattern of squares and a pattern of hexagons. Again, you're having that conversation about ratios, red to yellow, red to total, yellow to total, and also you'll be seeing some cool patterns within those shapes. And last but not least is the ratio game. It's the classic 4 in a row where all you need to do is get 4 vertically, horizontally, or diagonally to win the game. This game allows students to practice their fluency with ratios. So they take 12 counters and drop them. They count how many red, how many yellow, and then they can do part to whole, or whole to part. It's a blast. As with any series of Estimation 180 tasks, there's video introductions, handouts, and teacher notes for you to reference. I really think that you and your students are going to enjoy this installment for ratios. What's also cool is that the red and yellow counters will be used again in future tasks when we talk about integers, because what we'll do is assign a positive value to the yellows and a negative value to the reds. I really hope you enjoy this installment. Take care.